Boom, boom. This is Kendra. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a few things to cover inside of Bleach Immortal Soul today because we got a bunch of new stuff to look at. So, and we're also going to do an upgrade on one of my characters, one of my main team characters. So that's something I've been waiting for quite some time. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got first. Okay, first we have the Season Pass. This has been open for a couple of days now. And this is for Unohana, a new version of her. So one interesting thing here is they've got Mythic, and you can switch to the Mythic. So you can purchase, now they have two different purchases. They have the Elite and the Mythic. And inside the Mythic, it looks like you're going to get, quite a few things, enough to, Mythic version to claim the character awaken material. So that's pretty nice if you're looking to, just spend a little bit of money. But again, these are SSR characters, but they are a little bit better than standard SSR characters, and they are starting to put some of the shards for those inside of chests and whatnot. So it looks like they're going to open them up a little bit, but only on the older ones. You're not going to see the newer ones in there. All right, the Valentine's Day event is still occurring. It's going to be going on for another 5 days. As always, you take your little do the daily, click on the daily. That'll give you the little tickets right here. These are used inside of the tour challenge to do that. You do that, you get that 3, and that will give you 3 draws on the actual summit here. Okay, I don't expect much from this event. Haven't really seen much anything. I have not got virtually nothing in terms of that. I've managed to get 6 of these chocolates. That's not going to be enough to do much of anything. So difficult. I was trying to get to 10 so I could at least get time tokens, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So I might just got enough to get some maybe shards. Where I'll probably end up purchasing the soul orbs, maybe some of the wicked. I don't know. But anyway, they've seriously scrubbed down the draws. They did give us a little Valentine's Day packet where we got some draws on that, but yeah, it's just normally they had them inside of the daily. Did not put any in here. So you get 3 a day is what you can get, unless you want to purchase, which I'm not going to purchase. I don't like the character that much, enough to spend any money on it. So yeah, a bust on this particular event in terms of that. The Gotcha event has been going on as well too. So make sure that that was on yesterday. Make sure that you get I try to get at least get the one where you get the actual 50, which is where you get some of the Omni shards for that, so that you can claim this. Is not very other ways to get them. Okay. Other than that, all these events are just events that they normally have up. There's nothing different about any of those. They got this soul page up thing, which I'm really not. I don't really participate in that. So in terms of actually nothing very much new going on from that regards. So this is going to continue for another 5 days. I expect the tour challenge. The tour challenge is associated with that, so it's. I would not expect much of anything until these go away. They might throw up a Curtailed event or something like that, but it's difficult to say. We're still waiting for the actual next story mode. I've gotten everything taken care of in terms of the elites. Can't go any farther with that either. So. Everything's maxed out, so we're just on hold until they do something, which don't know when that's going to be. Not a lot going on. All right, so that's for the basis. So look onto the account. I managed to scrape up a bunch of Omni shards. It's taken a really long time to get these Omni shards. Just here and there, doing this and that, events and whatnot. So we can finally go ahead and take Sassy, and we can get him up to 6-star. He's the last 6-star on the team. Everybody will be at 6 stars now that he's up. But yeah, it just takes a really long time to do that because they did have a soul box that I remember was like a long time ago, and I managed to get the 25 shards. So still need 215. So let's go ahead and shard exchange to get the 215 that we need, and then we can actually promote him, and this will take him up to 6-star. So he's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we get the damage reduction, which will be nice, making him even more of a tank that he already is. You see this will max this out. So I've got the cash. I've got 213. So I don't really have to worry. As you can see, I got a bunch of coins up here, so I don't have to worry about um, how much that's going to cost. I've just been saving it as we go along. So again, that gets him up to 90. So all 99 full. So I'm hoping that they'll take. They're supposed to take the max level up to 100. I have no idea when they're moving at an extremely snail's pace. You can tell that there's really not many people supporting the game much anymore, simply due to that. The same company that does is production is the same for the One Punch Man 2.0, or I think it's Road to Hero or something like that. It's the same company, OG. So, but yeah, the developers in terms of this are just not working, not having a lot going on. So, you know, ranking wise, I'm number 15. Okay. Nothing much in terms of any news, so we're just having to wait for the next event. I don't know when that's going to be. Let me see if there's a milestone for that. No, no milestone for that. So we got the base team up to all 6-star. I did finally finish up with Nemu. So Nemu is going to be the next work. I'm going to get enough shards to take Nemu up to 4-star, which will allow me to get her passive. Still working on her equipment. So that's been one of the main focuses from stamina point distance, and we ain't got nothing else to work on. And I'm not going to bring up any of the other characters at this point. So we're working on getting Nemu's equipment up. Once I get enough shards, I'm going to need 71 Omni shards, and I've only got, I think, see how many I got left. I've got 11 left, so I'm going to need to get another 60 Omni shards to bring her up. Which, you know, I can probably do that in a month or so. You know, they throw up the next event. You can usually end up walking away with about 10 or 11. I can usually walk away with 12 Omni shards at each event, like a Character Town event or the Battle Arena events. I can usually walk away with 12. I get 2 of the 5 packs, and then I can get 2 of the singles. That's usually what you can get for about 140 gold coins is usually what you come up with. So I can walk away with about 11 or 12 at each of the actual events. So, you know, 3 or 4, if, you know, 5 events theoretically would get me enough to get that. So 5 events, usually one, you know, went every 2 weeks. So, you know, yeah, it could take a couple months. You know, I should be able to snatch up what we need for that, and I'll be able to take her up to 4. Once I've got her up to 4, then I'm going to start seeing. By that time, I should have her equipment maxed out as well, and then we'll start working her in to see if there's any more. But it's really going to be difficult to tell simply because of the fact that there's nothing new to advance onto. So I don't, you know, what I'll do is I'll go back and try some of the older elite stages and things like that and see if I could, you know, beat it a little bit easier or something like that. Plus, we'll have to see, you know, Arena will be a really good place to test it out and see if that helps in terms of, you know, setting her in and survivability. But we'll have to see. It's all, you know, all things that we have to test as we go through it. So other than that, there's really not a whole lot going on. So that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to show everybody that we did get the full team's up to 6 right now. This is the team. This is very, very close to the final team that you'll see on the treasure trial. The in-game team that you have to beat is very similar to this. It always has Tensa Zangetsu. It always has Dangai. It always has Sassy. And it usually has Ilkor 2 in there. Sometimes these 2 are different. They'll put in Aizen sometimes, replace one of these or something like that. So this is a pretty well-rounded team. It's got tanks and it's got damage. You know, we got some support with the shield, and you know, so it's a really well-rounded team. So this is something that you could look for. And like I say, I blew through the last story bow without any trouble at all. The first time I tried it, you know, I threw everything in there, and was really never actually much in danger of actually not 3-starring any of these. It was really just how much the War Soul of healing that you really need to have affects the team. It makes things that were much more difficult. Like right even now, squad boss, I'm not even Squad Boss, was always back, just 5 or 6 months ago. I would always survive, but I might lose one or two people. I'm not even pretty much when Squad Boss ends right now. I'm at full health. Okay, not even remotely close to dying. The War Soul of Healing just flashes right through it. You'll see it flashing up, flashing up, flashing up, keeping me constantly healed. I don't know if it's broken or not, but it seems to be like it's healing more than just on 5. I'm not sure. I think they've got it mislabeled. I think it's hits is what it is. It's not it's supposed to be every normal 5 attacks. I think it's every normal 5 hits. Because some people hit twice. Like Tensei Zangetsu hits going once, and then he hits going back on his double strike. So I'm leading to believe that it's the number of hits instead of the number of attacks. Because I have seen it proc before the 5th attack comes around. So I'm thinking that they might need a little bit, but then again, it could be broke. We've had several times where it does unusual stuff, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. Either way, it's something to get because it makes sure that you're always going to have some healing. In the upper stages of the story, you can't take away attackers and tanks and healers. You don't have room for a healer. You need all of the attackers to actually eliminate the other team and taking away, because the healers in this game don't do much in terms of attack. As you can see, I've got Christmas Orihime here. She is an awesome healer, but the fact of the matter is when you take her out, your damage rate goes down tremendously because she doesn't do, her rage is a heal. So it's not an attack. So, and you need to have those attacks. So, and that was the problem that I hit in the previous story, was the fact that it was just, I could replace it with a healer or something, but when I did, I lost damage. But when so then the War Soul of Healing fixed all that, because now I have off character healing. I got the War Soul of Healing on White Ichigo because it procs, so I'm no, it's not on. I got my War Soul of Chaos on White Ichigo, I believe. Let's see who's got the War Soul of Healing. Is it? Not sure who's got it. It might be Tensei Zangetsu. Tensei Zangetsu might have it. Let's see which one has it here. Go into that, go into the War Souls. Okay, yeah, it's on Tensei. So basically, as you can see, increase character's hit points but during the normal attack phase, every 3 ally attacks. So it's every 3 ally attacks heal the ally with the lowest hit point not equal to 60, okay? I'm seeing it proc more often than every 3 attacks. So, I've seen it literally almost instantaneously be proccing. So I think it's hits. So keep that in mind. But it does work excellent. It keeps you topped off. And the best thing about it is it's directional. And it's useful because it goes to the ally with the lowest. I've never seen it mess up on that. I've seen it heal. Back when I first got it, when it was identified as having a problem, I noticed that it would heal, but it might not necessarily heal the one with the lowest. It would heal another one that needed healing, but it might not necessarily be the lowest. Then they said they fixed it, and now it seems to always heal the lowest. But it always heals somebody who needs it, so it's a useful heal. It's not like a heal that just like might heal some of the other team, and it doesn't specify what. This actually does do that, and it does very good. So I've got the World Battle Soul of Chaos here. This is going to be changed after I get Nemu. I'm not sure which way I'm going to go. What I'm going to need to do to increase this is I'm going to need as you can see here, I need 80, but so I'm going to need Omni Shards to do this. I'm not sure once I get, so as you can see here, I also need at this point I need 69. Yeah, I need 69 of them. I need 60. So once I start getting up there, I'm not sure which one I'm going to do first, but the next 2 are getting Nemu up to 4-star and finishing up this War Soul of Chaos. I might just go ahead and do the War Soul of Chaos since it would be more of a direct ability to the team and take this up to its final stage, which would be legendary. So that's what I got to do. So that's the next two Omni Shard slash things. I mean, you can get eyes and shards occasionally, but let's be honest, they just don't come often. I have very bad luck inside of the squad. Uh, I'll get every now and then I get them. Don't get me wrong. I'll probably get maybe it's literally probably no more than usually two a week. It's just really bad in terms of that. So, but yeah, I do want to bring this up to turn it into gold, just like all the others, because that's the thing. Also, after still got to get Omni Shards, but also getting the Soul Orbs, the orange balls, to preference all of the War Souls is something that has to be done too. So that's next. I've really pretty much got enough Awakened Essence that I don't really need to get done at this point. As you can see, I've got 56, so I'm pretty set with that. And I've got 9 of these. The problem is, whenever you do preference with the Soul Orbs, it also takes Essence. So it uses both of these, and you might not get what you want. So it's just like hit or miss. So that it's one of those things. But I'm probably going to build up a little of this, and then I'll start focusing on that. But I got to make a final decision on all those secondary War Souls, because there's other War Souls that I've been looking at that might be useful as well too. So I want to make sure of the final, because I've got more than enough Soul Stones to bring up two or three to legendary, bring them all the way up to 5-star. I've just got bunches of Soul Stones, so that's not that big of a deal. But that's all something to look at into the future, because they do have a lot of the War Souls coming out inside of the events and stuff. So, but I'm not going to be able to get any of that because it's way too far out. You're going to have to pay if you want to get those things. They're pretty good War Souls, but as long as you've got the War Soul of Healing, the War Soul of Chaos, another good one is the War Soul of Tides. Those are all 3 combination War Souls, meaning you need to use shards. Healing, of course, uses SR or Hime, which makes it easy to get, because you can get SAR. I've already got her like to 7 stars or a Hime. War Soul of Chaos uses Eyes and Shards. Not difficult to get. They're inside the squad boss, but you can get them. And then War Soul of Tides uses Hiro Shards, which is a lot easier to get in terms of that. Because if you look at Hiro, you can actually get his shards sometimes inside of some of the chests. So it's something to look at in terms of him as well. I'm not sure where he's at inside of here, right here. So I've got 73 of him, so I could actually bring up that. Let's see. That one is I think that's the War Soul of Tides that's associated with him. So go into characters here. Tenses and Getsu. War Souls, War Soul Bag. It's a combination War Soul. Regular War Souls, as you can see. Combination requires one of these characters and to give shards up for that character. So I don't see. I might have already started work. Did I start working on the War Soul Tides? I might have started working on that. Let's see if we can see it down here. As you can see, I've got a bunch of War Souls. I am not at all lacking in War Souls. So I have a lot of options. Some of them are already preferenced for actually what they are. So there's the War Soul of Chaos. Battle Souls of Wrath. Crimson. So I think it's in alphabetical order. So Tides, where the heck is the Tides at? I don't see it anywhere in here. You get these from inside, if you're looking to where you're at all these at, you get these inside of Squad Boss. You usually get 1 or 2 of these a day inside of Squad Boss. Took me all the way back up to the beginning. There's just unfortunately no way to go down through these fast. They need to make a little bit of handling better inside of the actual Battle Soul Vi. Inside of the actual event here, they need to have some type of better handling of all these, some way that you can combine or do something with them. Because right now, there's no way to, you have to just scroll down through them. And as you can see, there's just way too many of them. There it is, it's Soul of Tides. And it takes Hiro Shards. As you can see, increases damage and damage rate 5%. And then during the normal attack phase, every 4 attacks heal the character. So that's another one that you can heal. Okay. Enhancement, of course, takes Hiro Shards, and I can actually crack this up one more with his shards. Promote it. And confirm it. So it's at 4-star max. It goes 5-star. Once you have the remaining shards, you'll be able to take it to 5-star. Okay. So it's on, currently I've got it on Kenpachi. But enhancements, of course, is going to take 95. But these shards are a little bit easier to obtain because Junshiro is an SSR. So you can get him inside of SSR containers, and those pop up. You have to get the choice ones. Treasure Trial, if you beat Treasure Trial, which I have the last 2 times, I chose Junshiro Shards, which is why I have enough to take it up to the 2nd level. But that's the way to get those as well. So that's another one that you seriously want to look at in terms of healing, and I got that on Kenpachi. So Battle Soul of Tides. Okay. So every 4 heal the character for hit points equal to the character's rage. So this only heals the character that you put it on. Okay. So it's not like the War Soul of Healing, which heals healing whoever's lowest hit points. This only heals whoever you put it on. So if you have one of your characters that's not surviving very well inside of the battle, or maybe needs a little bit extra healing, then you can apply this to them. Probably somebody, for me, it would probably be 9 times out of 10, Full Hollow Ichigo is the first one to go down because he's in the front line. So he, usually a good hit or a shot, he might be the first one to go down. If it's rages sometimes, actually Tensei Zangetsu has exhibited some sponginess every now and then. Dangai Ichigo every now and then too, but really usually it's Full Hollow Ichigo, so I might want to put that on Full Hollow Ichigo. But the worst I've got him right now is for attacking, so that's something that I have to consider. But this does increase the damage rate by 7.5%. Okay, so it does buff the attack on that. So maybe putting it on one of your back lines that's a little bit weak might be effective too. But it's only for that character that you put it on. It's not an all-encompassing War Soul like the War Soul of Healing, which actually heals everybody. But it's considered to be the 3rd best in terms of the secondary combination War Souls, and because it's Junshiro, an SSR, makes it a little bit easier to obtain. Aizen is squad boss, but he's a UR, and there's not a lot of shards inside of that. So the War Soul of Healing should be the ease, and the Battle Soul of Tides 2nd in terms of being able to make it, and then Chaos next. But there are some other ones in there as well too. But those are generally the 3 that you see most people utilizing in terms of the higher end teams. So just have to choose. But that's something to look at. Definitely want to do the War Soul of Healing. SR or Horihime Shards are something that you can come by. If you're having trouble getting her, just look. You could usually get some inside the shop. There's Junshiro Shards right there. 50 of them inside the shop. I'm going to go ahead and actually purchase those, so that when it resets, I'll be able to get that. I can actually reset that, but I wouldn't have enough to get it. But you could sometimes get Horihime Shards inside of the shop as well. So right there she is, right there. Horihime. So you can get her inside of here. So making her should not be an issue. So those 2 are fairly easy to make. You just have to work on it. But you should be able to throw throw the Ori at me. If you've been playing for any length of time, you should be able to get it. If not, just focus on, try to get them in the shop. But get as much as you can. But yeah, the War Soul of Healing will definitely something that you need for your team. And it's a secondary War Soul, so you're going to have to unlock the second slot to be able to use it. And unlocking the second slot for your War Soul requires the character shards, as well as some Awakening Essence to do it. So just make sure that you have that stuff on hand when you try to do it. But yeah, it's definitely something that you want to get to. Where you want to do it is, some people say, I say do it at 4. I'm serious. Once you get 4 stars on your character, go ahead and open up the second slot. Okay, it doesn't take that many shards, but it's just a way to get a lot of damage pretty fast, and in case the War Soul of Healing, a way to get a lot of healing really fast, and it should make things go a little bit easier. Otherwise, I did it at 5. Some were on 6 actually when I actually got around to doing it. I should have done it a lot earlier, but it hadn't been something I was focusing on. But it's definitely something that you want to do as soon as you can. Just make sure you have the Awaken Essence and some shards for the character on hand. It's not a lot to open it up. I can't remember. I think it's like 15. I think it's 15 to open up the slot. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It might be 15 or 25. I can't remember. But yeah, you click on it, try to do it. It'll tell you what it is. So yeah, that's it. So we'll have something whenever we get a new event coming out. We'll go over everything again. But for right now, yeah, we're just waiting on the developers to bring out something new for us. Okay. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you've subscribed, you'll see the bell. Click on it. You get notified each time I do drop a video. So remember to like and share the video, as it does help the channel immensely. It's Kenra coming at you from the corner, signing out.